Good morning. Peace and blessings. Happy Sunday. I'm the Moon Mama. How are y'all doing today? Well, look at who is here, who wants to be in the video today. None other than the sweet little pretty Ma'at. Ma'at, say hi. Ma'at doesn't talk like to the camera like Osset does on command. Anyway, so welcome. Today is Sunday. Sunday is the day that is governed by the sun, and the sun is currently in Gemini, and the moon is at the sixth degree of the moon is at the sixth degree of the moon is at the sixth degree of Aquarius, and the sun is at the ninth degree of Gemini. Okay, so let me see if I can do this right. I just wanted to get a different purview. Okay, so the sun in Gemini, the sun in Gemini, and Mercury is in Gemini, and Venus in Gemini is also there. So there's a lot of energy in this aspect of our own psyche is what's going on, right? So we are influenced by wherever the sun is. So the sun is the energy, the light that brings forth our personality. And the sun in Gemini is highlighting our ability to perceive reality. Perception is the thing that creates our universe or our experience. Relax, come on, it's perception, right? So it's like there's a saying that says perception always wins. So perception is a choice, whether we know it or not. It's like how you choose to see something, what you choose to perceive in something is really your choice. But it's also conditioning when you don't recognize that it's a choice. So I've shared before how the story that we tell is what's creating our reality, our perception, how we feel about ourselves. And it's such a tricky thing because our thoughts create our reality, but our feelings often generate our thoughts until we can begin the process of becoming aware enough to realize what feelings we're having, and then to literally don't attach a story to it. Like to just have the feelings and not attach a story to it, or have the feelings and attach a story to it by choice. It's like this, it's like being able to tell yourself that pain is not pain, that pain is actually good. It's athletes do that all the time, right? I remember one time I was visiting a friend. I used to be allergic to cats. Oh gosh, I used to be allergic to cats. I had this boyfriend who was Jewish when I was in my 20s, like 24, and we dated for a couple of years, and then he had two cats. And all of a sudden, I was allergic to his cats. And I created that allergy at the subconscious level because the relationship wasn't feeling good to me any longer. The relationship was running like a negative frequency in my nervous system because of the interracial things. I couldn't really align myself. I couldn't relax into the relationship because we had different perspectives in life, and it just didn't allow me to blend with him. So I created an allergy to his cats and then became really allergic to cats. Well, when I decided this year to get cats, I started telling myself a different story. I started telling myself, I can blend with the cats. I'm one with the cats. The cats are not harmful to me. Whatever it is they have going on inside of me is aligned with me. And then I started doing my work on that old relationship, like acknowledging where my needs weren't getting met, or what was really happening with me. And as I healed those belief systems, the story I was telling myself, which really was the story I was telling myself, was that he was better off because he was white, that he was better off because he had money, that he was better off because he had these resources and access that I didn't have. And so what I was doing was I was undervaluing myself and overvaluing him. And that's what really created the allergy. So the story I was telling myself created a sickness. It created a reaction to him and to in my own life, right? And so this is the power of Gemini. This is what Gemini really is. And while Mercury's in retrograde and Venus is here, this is the energy that we want to be looking at. We want to be looking at the stories that are running. And in order to find those stories, we have to sit ourselves down. We have to relax. We have to look at what's going on. And so I've created a Mercury retrograde class, and it's going to be one live class. So this class is going to be $77. We're going to have one live class on June 9th, I believe, which is a Wednesday. And but the most of the class will all be self-taught. So I'll give you the rituals, the herbs, all the things you need to help yourself move through this retrograde energy. And then one live class for us to have a conversation about it, to do a group ritual so that we can get this power back. And what we do together in a group has often more power. So the Sun and Gemini, look at the story you're telling. Look at, and then, or you can book a Mercury retrograde reading with me and look at where this is happening in your chart. So for me, it's happening in my third house, right? So the stories, how I perceive reality. So for instance, I was in this relationship with this Jewish man, this white man, and I perceived that his reality was better than mine. And it created a conflict internally inside of me because I wasn't seeing my own value. It's such an interesting thing in this human system. We can find good in anything if we're willing to. If we're willing to see the possibilities and the goodness in any situation, it will reveal itself to us. We just have to be capable. We have to be interested. I'm sorry, one second. My bad. I apologize. We have to be capable and interested in finding the good that is always there. There is always everything in every situation. So today, the Sun is at the 9th degree of Gemini. The 9th degree of Gemini is about awareness, really. So it's becoming aware of your perceived realities. And this is damn near a superpower. I want you all to know that, because this stuff is layered. The subconscious is holding things that have been, that we have been taking in information since we were in our mother's wombs, right? Like, I know that I perceived that in my mother's womb, I could perceive her sadness. I could perceive her fear of being a mother. I could perceive that she was not feeling safe. So that became my experience in my own life, because I perceived my mother's reality in my mother's womb, right? And so her fear, her sadness, her desperation, her belief systems became mine. They became my perceived reality. And so we're carrying so much stuff from the generations before, from our ancestors, and it's our responsibility. No one else can clean it up but us. And we do have to do the work to clean it up, because if your life isn't expressed as joy and happiness and energy and bliss, then that means that you have blocks in your subconscious and psyche that need to be soothed, that need to be nurtured, that need to be neutralized, that need to be transmuted. The moon today is at the 6th degree of Aquarius. And Aquarius is this energy of the mind of God. It's rebelling against whatever is happening now. You know, it's whatever your conventional ways of being. Aquarius just comes in and says, it's time to throw all that away and do something entirely new. It's time to look at this an entirely different way. So, you know, what are the ways that you can look at your story in a new way? Can you throw your old story away and pick up a new one entirely? Can you let go of so for me, I'm letting go of the story that my parents gave me, that, America is only racist, that we are always in danger here. And I'm not saying that it doesn't have value. I'm just saying that I'm going to perceive a new reality because I know that I can. That is what the universe gives us the power to do. And when we can transmute those old energies, it becomes easy and effortless to project a new reality. I'm not doing it through denial or acting like, other realities don't exist. I'm just saying that I'm going to create a new reality because I can. And we all can do that. And that is why I offer the classes. That is why I do this every day, because the more of us that can align, that can really do the work to let go of these old stories, right? To let go of the stories that Black people are powerless, to let go of the stories that white people are racist and out to get us. People only have the power that we give them, to let go of the story that we live in a patriarchal society, to let go of the story that, it's like if we're going to have dominion and live our lives as gods or goddesses, that means we have dominion. So that means that nothing here can harm us except that we give it permission to. And this is a really powerful concept that asks us to be responsible in a profound way. And it means that we have to take responsibility for all the things that we believe and question them, and then see if we can realign ourselves with those belief systems in a way that empowers us and doesn't empower the thing that is outside of us. Like, you want to give yourself all of the power through love, through compassion, through forgiveness of yourself and others, and then that will transmute the experience. So with that, I encourage you to register for the Saturn retrograde class if you want to do the work to really claim a new identity. I encourage you to register for the Mercury retrograde class so you can tell a new story. I encourage you to register for the Pluto retrograde class so that you can get your power back. Because in order to do any of this stuff, we need power. That's like, power is a real thing, and the ability to use power, your life as your power, your life force is your power, your faith is your power, your mind is your power, your feelings are your power. All of that stuff is a really real thing, and you have to be sovereign. You have to own it. You have to take it back from the belief systems and the ways that you've been siphoning it off without being aware of what you're doing. And so this is what I teach how to do. And so I'm so grateful that you guys are here today. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to the beach. We got overcast weather here in Los Angeles, but I'm going to the beach anyway with my son, and we're going to have a good day. So peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Bye-bye.